This is the espionage economy, and boy, do we have some wild stories for you here. First of all, the Treasury Department is reviewing Benchmark Capital's $75 million investment in a company called Manus AI. It's a startup with roots in China. The scrutiny from the administration is coming from a 2023 law, which requires entities to notify the Treasury Department about their investment in key sectors and in countries of concern, most notably China. The law is designed to prevent U.S. capital from helping to advance technologies that could threaten U.S. national security. This reporting is from Semaphore, which also highlights a really interesting article from the Stanford Review, which talks about CCP espionage activities on Stanford's campus, and I also recommend taking a look at that. Our final story is from the Financial Times. The U.S. BIS, that's an agency within the Commerce Department, has ordered U.S. chip design software firms to stop selling in China, suspending existing licenses and potentially instituting new licensing requirements. This latest story marks a significant escalation in the rivalry between the United States and China when it comes to tech, particularly semiconductors. So stay tuned. As you can see from these stories, this isn't just about one deal or one company or one investor. It's a bigger conversation about U.S. capital, science, research, and intellectual property, whether it's flowing to competitors or to adversaries or to allies. It's also really tough timing because the federal government has been cutting all sorts of R&D funding and also has been fighting with U.S. universities, threatening those universities with additional cuts to R&D and science funding. There's a really interesting article written by Steve Blank, which appeared in Nature this month, and it's also worth taking a look at. He really breaks down the history of scientific research in the U.S. post-World War II and why it was so successful in building the most successful companies that the world has ever seen, almost all of which were built here in the United States. And so it's an interesting question. At the same time that we're trying to aggressively protect U.S. IP, what are we doing about science and research and the next generation of ideas and innovation that would power our economy as well as the global economy? It's not just about competing economically today. There are some serious questions about the U.S. research infrastructure and what we need as a country and as a world to meet emerging challenges and threats.